Hello, everyone. It's time for Vanished Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanas. This is episode 246, season 10. Today's date is August 12, 2023, and welcome to the show. On today's program, I will talk about the 50th anniversary of the grand opening of Lincoln Mall that was located in Matteson, Illinois. That's in the south suburbs of Chicago. Also, I will talk about the CTA bus route 74L'Ephant. It was a shuttle bus. It took you from to Lincoln Park Zoo on the north side of Chicago, and I'll discuss that. And this should be very interesting. So right now, the program will go into a commercial break. And this program is brought to you by Hero Dog Food. And it's from this commercial is from 1981. It's from the Ralston Purina Company. I remember this commercial and the product as well. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back with the show. Thank you, everyone.
My dog is so big, I had to buy a car with a sunroof.
Hero Dog Food, if you got a big dog.
My dog is so big, he helps me with my exercises.
Hero Dog Food, if you got a big dog.
Want to be a hero to someone? Get one of these big Animal Fair stuffed dogs at big savings. Complete details in your newspaper and participating stores. Look for it.
My dog is so big!
Hero Dog Food, if you got a big dog.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Hero Dog Food. This came out, this product, that is, came out late 1970s, ended about, not very long. I remember the commercial. I really did. It's amazing how you remember stuff like that. And this type of dog food is for big breeds, big dogs like that. Not little tiny ones like Chihuahuas or poodles like that. No, it's not like that. And they had two kinds, one for adult dogs and growth food, so it was like that. That's based on an ad I found on eBay. And so, yeah, I remember if you have a big dog, that's how the jingle went. That's how I remember the commercial, is the jingle. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, at the beginning of the show, I said I was going to talk about the 50th anniversary of the grand opening of Lincoln Mall. It was located in Matteson, Illinois, in the south suburbs of Chicago. Also, I'll talk about the 74L'Ephant. That spells, it's the number 74, L, like capital L, apostrophe, Fent. And it was a shuttle bus. It was just during the 70s. So I'll talk about the bus route, where it started, and, its destination, all that, And before I get started, I'll talk about what's happening this week. First of all, I did not do a podcast. I did not do a podcast this past Tuesday. I was busy. Monday, I went to the urologist, had my catheter removed. Thank God. I hated it. The removal was not a picnic. Ugh, I hate that. But it wasn't as bad as the past two times. So that's great. And the nurse practitioner that removed it for me, she said, I want you to come tomorrow, the next day, to do an ultrasound on your bladder. And I said, all right, fine. So I had to drive back to Berwyn, and she had it done. It only took like a minute or two, and she said, everything's fine. Your bladder's good. Everything's great. That's wonderful. Also, I have an appointment with a bones. Going back to the hospital, I have an appointment let me start again. I have an appointment at the hospital to have a bone scan done for me on the 18th. That's this Friday. This next Friday coming up. I had one done before. We'll see what happens. If I'm going to get new medication or have the medication remains the same. This depends on the scan, because maybe it's changed since then. I still have the spot, I guess, on my 10th right rib. We'll see how that depends on the doctor, what he says. Also, yesterday on Friday, I went to Fan Expo. That's a comic book convention that used to be called Wizard World out in Rosemont. And I was very excited, and I did some walking. My feet hurt a little bit. I didn't buy many things, not really, but I met a couple people, and some are on Facebook. It was very nice talking to them, and I saw some celebrities from far away. They were there. There was Christopher Lloyd, from Taxi, because the cast of Back of the Future were there. Michael J. Fox, I didn't see him at all. I don't know what happened to it. He was going to appear, but he's sick. He has Parkinson's, so that's not. But Leah Thompson was there. I saw her from far away. Also, who else did I see? Other people that were scheduled to appear was Susan Sarandon. She wasn't there. It depends on the time, their schedules to appear, sign your autographs and all that. I'm trying to think who else. One thing I noticed that there was Anthony Michael Hall. You know him from 16 Candles. He waved at me. He didn't ask me to come over. He just waved at me. So that's fine. I waved him back. So that's kind of cool. I wish he did. I would have come over and talked to him. I don't want to intrude. I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm kind of nervous like that. I have my Lucy moments like that. So that was fun. I can't think of any other people with there, but if I do, I'll let you know. But it was a fun show. It's still running. This show ends Sunday, tomorrow. I only go one day. One day is enough for me. I used to go to San Diego Comic-Con years ago. I went there every year for a few years. I stayed for like 2 or 3 days, and that was big. I never left the venue, and they had celebrities, comics, movies. Excuse me. That's a lot of fun, but I haven't gone in a long time. I should go if I'm up to it, health-wise, that is. So that's a biggie over there. I intend to go to Fan Expo next year. Yeah, I love going there. Once a year, you treat yourself. It's fun like that. I took a couple pictures, and people liked it. What can I say? That's how I am. Just the geekiness in me. It's a lot of fun. I know I feel kind of old, but there were a lot of older people there too. So everyone's just having a great time. They really do. And they're dressed in costumes, and they look very nice. They dress them, like adults, kids, babies. It's hilarious. Oh, what do you expect? Okay. Right now, we're going to talk about the show. We're going to start off with the 50th anniversary of the grand opening of Lincoln Mall. Now, this opened this week in 1973. Okay, and I remember this mall very well. And I went there many times. I really did. When I was growing up, I used to go to Fort City on the southwest side, 76 in Cicero. Also Chicago Ridge Mall, also Chicago Ridge Mall on 95th and Ridgeland, still there. Also Evergreen Plaza. I went there a few times. Now it's the plaza. It's changed. Everything's changed like that. But Lincoln Mall was very huge. It was a big deal, and it was beautiful. It really was. It was developed by the same people who did Randhurst Mall up in Mount Prospect, and also Lakehurst Mall in Waukegan, way up north, like that. And it opened with 4 anchor stores. One was Carson Perry Scott, Montgomery Ward, Weebles, and J.C. Penney. And more stores added, and I think they had a fountain. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Excuse me. So I found a map of the mall that was when it first opened. Well, actually, it's not a map. It's a list of stores that opened at the time. So I'll read them off to you really quickly. And this is from a Facebook profile. The person's name is Matteson Historical. He's a friend of mine. I credited him for that. And he mentioned yesterday he's looking forward to hearing what I'm going to say. So that's great. So I'm going to read off the stores really quickly. And then it might jar your memory of what places were there. I'm sure there were other stores that came and left. Some are not listed, but I'm also, by my memory, what stores I saw. So here we go. So I mentioned the 4 anchor stores, the department stores, that is. It was Carson Perry Scott, J.C. Penney, Montgomery Ward, and Weebles. There were a lot of fashion stores, like, for example, there was Albert K. Bond's clothing store, Brooks Fashions, Casual Corner, remember that? Chess King, the 579 shops, a lot of people remember that. Foxmore Casuals, Goldberg's Fashion Forum, J. Riggings, Jeans West, there, yeah. Joe Hirsch Menswear, Just Pants was there. Lane Bryant, Learners, remember that store? National Shirt Shop, Paul Harris Stores, Richmond Brothers, Rosalie's was there. That was my mom's favorite dress shop. Rothschild's, nice store. Sino Formal Wear, Shirt Tails, Silverman's, Stewart's, The Limited, The Tie, the Wild Pair, that's with the shoes, and Women's World. Okay. And as for restaurants they had Bressler's 33 Flavors, Carousel Snack Shop, Demler's Ice Cream. They had one in Evergreen Plaza. When I posted about Demler's, a lot of people from Southside remember this ice cream parlor. They missed that. It was delicious. Dutch Mill Candies, Fannie Mae. They had Farrell's there. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had Farrell's there. I thought they had it in Fort City. Oh, no. So this is restaurants and food specialties. So I would continue. They had General Nutrition Center, GNC, Honey Bear Farm Shop, Hot Sam, Coney's, Lincoln Pub Inn. They had a McDonald's, O'Connell's. That's a famous restaurant there. There's a photo of that. The Orange Bowl, Orange Julius, and Tiffany Bakeries. They had 3 jewelry stores. Keepsake Diamond, Rogers Jewelers, and the Jewel Box. They had 3 bookstores. They had B. Dalton booksellers and also Crocs and Bertano's. I don't know if they opened at the same time. Maybe they did. Arts and crafts, they had Arts International, Circus World, Goodman Yarns, Great American Crafts, and Rug Crafters. Also, other specialty stores they had the Bar and Flame Furniture Store, Claire's Boutique, Fireplace Shops, House of Schiller, Tiki Village, Merle Norman Cosmetics, National Uniform, Pet Ranch, Scandinavian Design, the Tinderbox, they sold tobacco, Touch of Leather, Wicks and Sticks, and Wigland. Also, cards and gifts, they had Galler's Flowers and Gifts, Memory Lane, and Printer's Ink. As for shoe stores, they had a lot of shoe stores. They had Baker Shoes, Burton's Shoes. Baker Shoes was in Fort City, I remember that. Buster Brown shoes, Chandler shoes, Father and Son, Flag Brothers, remember that? Florsheim, Jarman shoes, Kinney shoes, O'Connor and Goldberg shoes, Singer shoes, Stride Right Bootery, the Thayer McNeil shoes, and Tom McCann. Okay. Also services, they had A&H Business Machines, Better Vision Opticians, that's where you get your glasses. Heek and Research, they had the barbershop, they had Key and Lock, that's like a locksmith, also shoe repair, Lincoln Mall Travel, and also had a bank, the Union Federal Bank. It was called the Union Federal Savings and Loan, pardon me. Also, they had Radio and Electronics, J. Roberts and Shack Electronics. Also, fabrics, they had Bernina, House of Fabrics, and Sears. Also, they had a drugstore in the mall, Osco. Yes, they did. Also, they had Lehman Speedway. I've heard about this. I'm not sure. It's probably outside the mall. Also, music stores. Baldwin Piano and Organ, Legion Magnavox. That store was located in Roseland in my old neighborhood at 113th Street in South Michigan. I remember that. There's a picture of me and my brothers standing in front of it. Also, Lincoln Music, Lion and Healy, it's a famous store, and Wurlitzer. They had one at Fort City too, like that. Phew, that's a lot. There was a couple. I'm sure, like I said before, there were a lot of stores that came and went, but there was one restaurant that I remember was Athens Gyros, and that was very famous. That's now located in Richton Park. It's a little south of there, and they said it was very good. I never eaten there. No, I never had the opportunity to do that. Anyway, I visited the mall many times. I did. I used to live near 75 Pulaski, and I would take Pulaski and go all the way south, way down there with a car like that. It was a nice ride, kind of far, but not too far. But there's a lot of lights. But yeah, like I said, it was a nice drive, and I just walked around for a bit. Didn't know anybody. I went by myself, so I was just in the mood, to go somewhere different like that. Okay. Right now, I'm going to play a commercial for Lincoln Mall. This is a commercial from 1991. It's a pre-holiday sale commercial. And when I come back, I will talk about what happened. Why did the mall close? Okay. So sit back and relax, and I'll be right back. Thank you, everyone.
It won't be long now. The holidays will soon be upon us. Now is the time to take advantage of the great savings at Lincoln Mall. Savings mall-wide with over 20 specialty stores offering 20% off regularly priced merchandise. That makes for great selection with great prices. Final reductions on many items mall-wide makes for great values. You can get your holiday shopping done early. Lincoln Mall is easily located off Route 30 and Cicero Avenue. The pre-holiday sale at Lincoln Mall, Friday, November 15th and Saturday, November 16th. Hurry in, Sunday will be too late.
Okay, everyone, I am back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Lincoln Mall. Thank God I found one, on YouTube. That's pretty amazing. The reason that it changed, they were trying to, well, first of all, Weebles closed in 1987 over there at the mall. Also at other stores, they went bankrupt. And then across the street, they opened a Walmart and Sam's Club, and then they moved, so that didn't help. And then Sears opened in the former location of Weebles. Oh, that's good. But then Montgomery Ward closed in 1999, and they went bankrupt. And then later on, JCPenney they closed their stores as well. I don't know, it's weird like that. And then so mall traffic declined. It just went down. Then a lot of stores just left, And hopefully they were trying to open a theater, like a big multi-screen theater, and they started demolishing it, and then they opened a Target there nearby. And Sears closed in about 2012, and then it was scheduled to be demolished. So that's a shame, like that. And right now, I haven't been in that area in a long time. I just want to go there and just look around, see what happened. It might be too sad, like that. Even the people who have lived here, who lived there, excuse me, for a long time, they want some development there. Hopefully, there was rumor they're going to open a casino. I don't know if that's going to be true. Maybe. But yeah, I think they approved it in about 3 years ago, and they approved a casino. They're going to open there. Nah, that might help. Might help a little bit, bring revenue, but I don't know. Things have changed, So people don't shop. People shop online now. Which I like it, but it's terrible. But walking through a mall like that, and browsing, it's good exercise. It's very relaxing. Browsing like that, it's great. People don't know what. Some people don't get it. Like that. There are some videos on YouTube. Some people have taken before the mall was demolished, and it's kind of spooky like that. All the stores are gone. They have the escalators and like that. Ugh. It's like I watched some of most of it. It's like kind of sad. It really is. So that's a shame. It really is. It was a great mall, great shopping mall. The times have changed. What are you going to do? Okay. Next up, I'm going to talk about the CTA Buttle Shuttle. CTA, did I say that right? Yeah, it was a bus route called the 74 Elephant. That's like 74 apostrophe L, capital L, elephant, like that. And this started about on April. No, not April. Sorry, August 11th, 1973. 50 years ago, yesterday. And I remembered this bus route because I used to travel on the north side with my father. We used to go places. I think like to the hospital, or he went to visit my uncle. I went with him, and we took the L, the Howard line. And when it stopped at Fullerton Avenue, I noticed a CTA bus. What was unusual about the CTA bus was it was colorful. It painted, with animals and flowers, and I'm asking myself, what is that? What is this bus route? Later on, I found out it was that special bus route, the Elephant, like that. So, this ran through the weekend, according to the Chicago Tribune on August 11th, 1973. And this ran service between Lincoln Park on the north side of Chicago through between Lincoln Park and the Fullerton Elevated Station, the L. And it operated on a 10-minute interval from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. And it was like a loop like that. And you only pay 10 cents transfer. It's a transfer charge, 10 cents. I don't know how much was the fare back then. Boy, it's gone up. And so I guess a lot of people who ridden the L still do. They get off at Fullerton, and if they want to go to Lincoln Park, they took this bus route, which is pretty good, And so this is how the bus route ran, and it started like right here. It's from, according to the photo, it's Theater on the Lake. That's where its first. That's where its first stop was. Number 2 was the Conservatory. That's on Stockton Avenue. Also, Cafe Bronner. That's I don't know where that's probably a restaurant or something like that. Also, Farm in the Zoo. It's probably in Lincoln Park Zoo. Yeah. Also, then it went to Augustana Hospital. That was on Lincoln Avenue. Uh, yeah, it's on Webster like that. Yeah, it's I think it's closed. And also went to Grant Hospital. Then it went to Children's Memorial Hospital. Remember that? They tore it down. But it was I used to hear this on the news, this hospital, but now it's Lurie's down south in Hyde Park. Also, I went to the McCormick Theological Seminary. Like that, and that was on Belden Avenue, and then I went to the Fullerton Branch Library. I don't know if it's still there, probably. And then it stopped at DePaul University, and then went on a loop. And then you would get off at Fullerton, go like that, going headed west. Well, first it headed west on Fullerton, then it went in a loop, and then like that. So you would get off the bus, and go back home, or you would wait, for the bus to pick you up. They would have I would love to see a bus stop sign of that. That'd be kind of cool, like that. So, like I said before, this started on August 11, 1973, which was yesterday, and it ended on May 29th, 1997. They did that. And I think it's like the last one, according to the website, irm-cta.org, sometimes it ran on Diversity. It did that, and they headed to the garage. There was a CTA bus barn that was on Schubert and Clark. It's no longer there. So made some stops like that. So that's kind of nice. A lot of I don't know. I've asked people, do you remember this bus route? They go, not really. No, because there briefly, and it was in the 70s. So sorry. So that's unusual. I thought about talking about that myself, because I love talking about discontinued bus routes in Chicago, especially the CTA. It's fascinating. Yeah, it's a fascinating history. Okay. So that's it for the show. I'll do a recap of what I said. I talked about the 50th anniversary of the grand opening of Lincoln Mall that was located in Matteson, Illinois. It's in the south suburbs of Chicago. Also, the CTA bus shuttle, 74L'Ephant. Okay. This podcast will be published later today, wherever podcasts are available. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. If you do listen to those apps, please subscribe. Also be on my YouTube channel, Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Everyone asks me, they like listening to YouTube. They said it's easier. They said that many times. Please subscribe, and you'll be notified for the next episode. Also, I'll be uploaded on my blog, vanchicagoland.blog, and also on my social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads. You will find that. Okay. I might do a podcast episode tomorrow. We'll see. I have one topic in mind. I'll think of another one. I think I will. Next Tuesday, I won't. I'm going to be busy because it's a special day for me. I won't do that. Okay, so this is Pico Steins, your host of Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend. It's beautiful today, kind of hot yesterday. And so here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from Ray Rayner saying bye, bye, bye. Take care, everyone, and so long.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.